Get ready to dive into a world where empires stand on the brink of war and terrible monsters tear at the fragile borderlands of men. The Adventurer Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or as we like to call it, Acts 2, is now live on Kickstarter. Acts 2 is the new edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. You'll find everything you need to enjoy epic fantasy campaigns with a sweeping scope. Whether you want to crawl through dungeons, experiment with alchemy, crossbreed monsters, run a merchant emporium, raise an undead legion, or even conquer an empire, Acts 2 supports your playstyle. Acts 2 integrates experience point mechanics, making campaign activities a seamless part of the core gameplay loop. Your character levels up in new and exciting ways each time you play, adding massive replayability to each of your adventures. Acts 2 offers 18 character classes, 378 spells, new combat mechanics, and so much more. Support Acts 2 on Kickstarter today.
How powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day, the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox network. With gig speeds everywhere, it's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
For the fourth year in a row, Dawn is partnering with iHeartRadio for Can't Cancel Pride, a campaign that has raised over $11 million for the LGBTQ+ community. Dawn continuously strives to celebrate visibility and inclusivity for all, and that means supporting amazing organizations like Centerlink, providing safe spaces where over 52,000 community members go each week to receive critical and life-saving services. Dawn is there for your home, or your home away from home. So visit can'tcancelpride.com to learn more.
Noctprone is a clean, chaotic, and deep podcast for D&D nerds. Find more ways to support our show in the episode description below.
Last time on Noctprone, the ship is being magnetized to the ground right now. You notice you have stumbled in some sort of Mad Maxian style junkyard, and you see 3 kobolds. One who is absolutely massive, does not skip leg day, is ordering 2 other much smaller kobolds to arm this magnetizing cannon. As they high five saying, "Yeah, team," one of them, poof, disappears in a poof of smoke. As you bloody Chad, he's going to raise his hands up as his action. He's like, "Okay guys, I yield. Granny D's been sifting through the trash to try and find magical items and other soul stones to make her, more powerful, dude."
Did you say soul stones?
You know of any soul stones around?
No, but I'd really like to meet Granny D.
I'm going to bring out a stack of Badland credits, 10,000.
Get yourselves out of here, and the next time I see you, it better be at one of my fights.
I'll be at your next fight. He again kind of looks down guiltily. And then the 3 of the kobolds are going to group together and go team! And then poof, in a poof of smoke, they're gone, leaving you alone in this Mad Maxian style junkyard, not taking you to the lair of Granny D.
Whether you're a halfling, a giant, or somewhere in between,
Round the table with your friends, playing Dungeons and Dragons.
And if life ever knocks you down, your dice will surely turn around. Roll your stats, it's time to quest. Let's put your characters to the test.
All right, so we are going to join you guys. You have just finished your battle with Bada, Bing, and Chad, the 3 kobold brothers who were telling you about Granny D. You guys are just right outside of the ship right now. Is there anything you guys would like to do in this moment?
Zag is going to be wanting to go, so he's like, "What are we doing, guys?"
Does Granny D have the gems that you need?
I was told Granny D and the Big Bonito had soul stones, which I am still wanting to get those if we can.
Well, of course. We have to make sure to get your uncle back, right?
Yes, if we can. So I would like to go, but I kind of feel indebted to you guys. You just brought me back.
It's not very often we take a trip here, so I feel like we might as well get something so invaluable to you right now.
Where are we?
Yeah, where are we? Are we somewhere weird?
So you guys are in the middle of the Badlands. There is a giant wastefill called One Man's Waste Trash Complex.
And that's where the Titan was, like, sucked towards, right?
That's where the ship was taken, yes.
If you guys are up for it, I'd like to talk to these people.
Of course. At least I have no issues.
It's at least worth a shot, I guess.
We didn't have anything pressing.
I know we wanted to get your mom back to Brigaroon.
And find Efimia's mom in the first place.
Which I think we might have something in common there, because if the Seldarine Avengers are in Thrycreen Canyon, isn't there somebody who has a piece of your soul or something in there?
Yeah, there was one in Thrycreen, yes.
Plus, we have some friends that we sent there, so it'd be good to stop in.
I would like to check up on a few people in there. I'm kind of worried that we sent them there, and I don't know if it's as nice as we thought it was, because I've never actually been there.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
We sent them somewhere none of us had ever been.
It's a safe place.
I saw a pamphlet in Greyhaven about it. It's supposed to be super nice.
We were told it was nice.
Really nice vacation spot.
And safe.
I don't trust that in the least bit, but okay, I guess we just sent the brothers there, but it's fine. It's fine.
We've sent a lot of people back.
Everybody we've ever met that needs somewhere to go, actually.
Yeah.
Even before we met you guys. Me and Grom sent people there.
We should go there sometime.
Everyone, go ahead and make me a perception check as you are sitting around the ship.
25.
A 25, okay.
18.
18's very good as well.
5.
A 5?
19.
19, all right.
I don't know what's going on.
Efimia, with a 5, what you notice is that Chad, Bada, and Bing have vanished. With an 18 and a 19, Grom, you notice this first because, well, you have a better vantage point. But you notice that Selene's Azamar appearance begins to warp. Her celestial features begin to twist and start to take on a more sinister appearance. Her skin, once fair and pinkish, now has become ashen and dark, and her eyes have gone fully black like pools of ink. Her beautiful feathered wings start to become tattered and turn into shadowy tendrils, similar to how Zag's magic used to look under the power of Thorn.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
Your angelic friend seems to be falling, and you do not know why. And Selene, with your perception check, you are starting to notice this about yourself, that you are starting to fall.
You're paying for my new cosplay.
I thought about that.
Dude, I feel litzied right now.
With a 25, Zag, you notice the Kobold brothers are missing, as well as you notice Selene's appearance changing, but you also start to hear lovely music flitting throughout the wastelands of like these huge garbage piles that are surrounding you. What would you like to do?
First off, Zag will probably address it right away. Selene, I love what you've done with your makeup today.
You look like your sister.
Yeah!
Where did those guys go?
They're gone. I don't know where. Do you guys hear that?
What?
That music.
No.
It's like the karaoke deck is calling to me.
Okay, what happened to you in prison?
You don't want to know.
Also, why do you look so old?
Some people bald early.
Took us home, Marissa.
Does this mean that you're evil now?
Obviously, I'm stunned, shook. My silence will be broken off of Grom's question of if I'm evil now. No, I'm not evil. I don't know why this is happening to me. Something must be wrong. This doesn't make any sense. I feel the same. I'm the same person. Nothing's changed.
So you're not going to kill a god?
That sounds really rude. What if she just, I don't know. What if she's tired?
The last time one of her people turned into that, the Thunder was killed.
Grom, that is just rude that you would assume that of me. Just because I don't know what's going on. I don't want to kill a god. We have goals. We're finding soul stones. We're finding Efimia's mom. Taking down Vecna.
Maybe it's because you did kill a god. You killed
Thor.
Yeah.
You remember that time that Lathander died and I couldn't bring him back? Wasn't he your god? What happens if Azamar don't have a god?
I mean, that's never happened before in the history. Oh my gosh. What does Ethos Summit look like right now? What does Finch look like right now?
I'm sure Finch is doing such a great job of handling a whole world.
It probably looks
he was
like
totally ready for that responsibility.
Oh no.
I bet you it looks like a Marilyn Manson music video.
Okay, so maybe add to the pit stops, Ethos Summit.
That's where we just came from.
Oh no.
I only saw a little bit, but it was like really clean there.
Listen, I don't know what's going on. Everyone just needs to act like nothing has changed and everything is just fine.
Zag's gonna whisper to Grom, "That's exactly what Arya would have said."
How about this? You go back to Ethos Summit. You go fight a dragon. I'll go to Brigaroon, and you can do whatever you want.
Like your mom! We keep forgetting Efimia's mom!
I help everyone else find their parents and whatnot. But when it comes to me, no.
Hey, I'm kind of squishy. I kind of need your guys' help.
Squishy, you're just old.
I am old. There's a chip in my neck, man.
We need to not panic. Calm down. Everything is normal. We had a plan before this. We had direction. We're a team. We've been together for a while now. We've got this, okay? Nothing is different. And I'm going to look at each of you. Nothing is different.
Okay, but if you start doing bad things, do we stop you?
Okay, in her defense, Zag has his evil brother attached to his foot.
Yeah, I don't think we've given Zag nearly enough crap for having a friggin' evil god attached to him all day long.
I stomp on your shadow every chance I get.
You guys should. He's been bad. We're working on it.
But
we're sleep training.
So we just do nothing?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. We will figure it out as we go, but I'm still the same me, just with new makeup.
Yeah, new makeup. I told you, I love your makeup today. Anyway, hold on. Are you guys not hearing that music? It is getting louder.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Yes, and as you are trying to discern which direction it's coming from, Danny, go ahead and describe your character for me.
Nice.
Slowly approaching you is a lovely looking kobold with bright red skin and, his little horns. It's got a little skip to it, but it's like a sad skip.
Oh.
He's got a beautiful little hat and dandy outfit. Hovering around him is a minor illusion of some instruments that are playing along with him as he's playing his little lute, singing a little tune that's becoming more and more hearable as he approaches. In Shadowfell, where darkness reigns so deep, a dragonborn named Torin stood alone. His heart weighed heavy with a secret keep, a friendship lost, a bond now overthrown. His old friend, once a hag, cunning wit, now a demon cursed by her own dark ways. Torin sought to heal the rift and submit to make amends in hopes of better days. With noble heart and so full of grace, he offered her a gift of token kind. But she, in her twisted, darkened place, misjudged his intent. Her heart remained blind. Banished from the realm of light and air, Torin in Shadowfell now found despair. His people and the dragons he had raised, left behind in realms he couldn't leave. He longed to undergo the past, amazed by how a gift of kindness could deceive. But still he held onto hope's flickering light, believing that one day he'd find a way to free himself from Shadowfell's dark light and reunite with friends come what may. For Torin knew that deep within her heart, his old friends still possessed a glimmering spark.
Zag's gonna cast a message at him and just be like, "You okay, man?"
Yes. Are you okay?
Hey guys, look! A friend!
My name is Kobo Koboldson.
Coco?
Kobo.
Yeah.
You're gonna get called Coco forever now.
Exactly.
What are you doing out here, dude? That was the saddest song I've ever heard.
Have you been to the Shadowfell? Myself? No. We just came from there. It's a very weird place. I know someone there.
But yes, it is a sad tune, but the tune is full of hope, for it tells a tale that can teach how this area could change for the better. What brings you to the One Man's Waste?
Oh, One Man's Waste. I don't even know if we knew we were here.
I purposefully landed our ship here. That's what brought us here.
That was on purpose?
It's a pit stop. Just a pit stop.
The pit stop.
Yeah, we're supposed to meet with a couple people here.
Yes, maybe you know some of them. Granny D.
Oh, I am well aware of Granny D.
Wonderful.
Yes, what
We
can
have
you
a
tell us
guide.
about her?
Kobo would quickly point you towards the direction of her horde. If you make your way along this path, as it changes from trash to treasure, you will know you're going the right way.
Is she nice? Is she going to be mad if we come?
It is hard to say. Granny D is unstable.
So we may have to fight.
Or you may not, as long as you tread carefully.
Oh, I can be careful. I'm wiser now. What are you doing out here?
I am spreading the tale, in hopes that it will shine on a new path for this area.
Have you grown up here? Do you live here?
Yes, I grew up amongst the Kobolds. Was part of their army. But yes, this area is in turmoil. What do you seek from Granny D?
A few guys we just met told us to head in her direction. Talk to her.
We're looking for rocks.
Rocks. Not treasures. Just rocks.
Valuable rocks.
No, they're not even valuable. How well do you know Granny D?
Well, I've been gone a while, but since leaving the army, I've been training to become a bard so that I could share this tale, but I think if I return that she would let us in.
Well, can you come with us?
Yes, as long as what you seek is not violence.
No.
Grom covered in blood and bruises. Like, never.
We don't kill people unless we have permission.
Yeah, permission.
Yes.
We definitely started that way.
Yes.
We've always been this way. And Zag will do
moving
his
on.
double eye wink at
yeah.
everybody, one at a time.
Well, is this the path you choose to walk?
Yeah, Coco, I'll follow you.
Well, then let us not lose our focus. There is a task at hand, and while we may not have a handle on it, we still have hands, so set aside our pride and sorrow. We can return to those tomorrow. And he'll start walking off in the direction of Granny D.
So freaking cool.
I'm so excited to have you back, Danny.
As Kobo starts to head, he was using his minor illusion to summon like a more sad cello in the background, but it'll change to like a little bit more of a lively beat as you guys venture forward towards Granny D.
What do you eat around here? There's nothing but trash.
There's always scraps to be found.
Do you know Chad?
Yeah, Chad had offered to take us to Granny.
Yeah, where did he go? I'm kind of worried about him.
Yeah, is he around?
Kobo, you would know Chad as well as Bada and Bing. They were people who kind of were part of your like army arsenal. They were like underlings to you, but when you were kind of like dishonorably discharged from the army, everyone hates you basically in the Kobold like army ranks, because like you left the life of being an army general to be a bard. As far as kobolds who are very like power and more glory to the dragon, they kind of see you as like a disgrace at this point.
Ah, yes, I know Chad. Used to work with him, but now we may find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, you'll be happy to know. You know, Zag's been to prison now, so he like learned some new language. We kicked Chad right in the booty hole, man. we got him bad.
I punched him quite a bit.
Unfortunate, but it may have been necessary.
But I promise we're choosing peace now.
Yes. No violence.
Yeah.
Tread lightly, yes, right. We can be careful and stuff.
We don't kill people anymore.
It is not an easy path to stay on, but it is a hard destination to get to. And we won't get there now, and we won't get there then, yet still we're on our way. And if from this path we find ourselves astray, I hope a stranger stumbling on may have something wise to say.
I'm gonna lean into Efimia and...
What is he saying?
Honestly, I stopped listening about 3 minutes ago.
I like to whisper too. I always talk in a whisper.
How powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day, the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox network. With gig speeds everywhere, it's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply. How powerful is the Cox network? So powerful that one day, the internet will let your doctor perform miracles from thousands of miles away.
Connecting to remote operating room.
Giving a whole new meaning to the term house call.
Operation complete.
The Cox network. With gig speeds everywhere, it's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, bringing us closer. In Cox serviceable areas, speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms apply. Other restrictions may apply.
You can take us to Granny D then.
Yes.
Be ready for the rest of the walk.
Yeah, we just keep walking. Kobo keeps keeps singing his little things.
Grom is going to walk next to Selene and just every now and then just
murder.
And like watch her reaction.
You're trying to trigger me right now. I start off by like totally ignoring you. Finally, I will break the silence, and I'll just say, Grom, you know, this is really disappointing timing for me because I felt like we were finally getting to a good place.
I did too, and then things have happened. I'm scared, Selene.
I am too. I don't know what this means. I don't feel any different. I don't know what's happening, but I don't want this to ruin things between me and everybody here. Right now, that's all I really care about.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't blame you. I would probably do the same.
I'm just worried about all of us. When we started, we just wanted to make the world better. Have we done that?
I think we're working on it. It's kind of hard to say.
What do I tell my dad?
What do you tell your dad?
I'm supposed to... When we get back, he's going to want me to tell him stories, and... What if we're not saving the world? What if the things that I want to tell him aren't true?
Well, I think this journey isn't all about just the outcome and what we're trying to accomplish. We're just beings too. This is also part of our own story, and nobody's story is perfect. It's all messy. So, it's okay if it's not the exact way you want it to be. If anything, it makes it a better story.
Promise?
Promise.
And I'll give you a hug if that's okay with you.
I melt.
I'll continue whispering underneath his singing of the tale to whoever.
Do you think we'll have to fight Granny D?
Nah. I think we will heavily avoid it. We have plenty of people to fight in this world, and I don't want Granny D to be one of them.
The name Granny at least sounds like it's supposed to be friendly, but honestly my optimism isn't the highest, but because as you know, I'm the most optimistic person here.
Maybe she'll serve us cookies.
She's a granny.
But what if she also, I know she's searching for people to help her find soul stones. Zag and I have soul stones.
Don't tell her that. Okay, Zag?
Zag's back is just instantly sweaty.
Then how do we get hers? If we're going to get her soul stones, how do we get those without explaining that we're there for them?
Okay, actually you have a good point. I'm not sure how we're supposed to take what she loves so dearly to her for us. That's...
Maybe she doesn't love him so dearly. We really don't know her.
We will find out, and we will analyze once we're there.
I have super good people skills. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
I got
You know what? Okay, here's plan A. If she's not willing to give us the soul stones, Zag will be our people person, and he will just knock the socks off of Granny D. Just.
And if she's not wearing socks?
Then.
As soon as you say Zag will be our people person, he's going to smile, and he hasn't brushed his teeth in the equivalent of how many years? They're just like yellow and nasty.
I'm gonna turn to Efimia. Somehow he still manages to be charming.
Honestly, it perplexes me, but I mean, he survived this long, so something's working.
Yep, he's still the best chance we got. While you're distracting her, best case scenario is that I'll sneak him. I'll just steal him from her.
Are you sneaky?
I'm super sneaky.
Why haven't we used that before?
Are you just catching on to this?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe violence isn't the answer.
You know, it's funny that you would say Granny sounds like she's supposed to be friendly. And friendly she was supposed to be. But confusion struck and confusion stuck, and that's how it has been.
Where did you learn to talk like that?
A bard school. I took some time off from the military.
So eloquent. You're really in your element.
Thank you. Are you a bard too now, Selene?
It must have rubbed off on me a little bit.
There was a little bit of rhyming.
As we continue this walk, because this could take the entire episode, are we able to take a short rest?
Yeah. As you guys are walking, you can.
Because I could use one.
I could too.
If you want something great from Granny D, perhaps you could offer something great in exchange. She has many desires of her own.
Do you know something she'd be willing to take?
There are many things. The first that comes to mind is I mentioned that she is unstable. Perhaps you could find a way to stabilize her. There was for someone she was meant to be a gift that I feel if it was resolved would mean much to her.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your insight and your help and your company.
Oh, look at the trash and how treasury it's becoming.
And we're there. As you guys finish your short rest and kind of questioning Kobo for more information, like Kobo said, the trash starts to become more and more treasure. You see, instead of pieces of balled up paper, bags of coins, and lots of magic items, magic armor, magic weapons that are just like scattered, but also discarded, because it seems that even though all this magic items that you are seeing are around, to Granny D, these are not enough. And so you guys are continuing further and further, and you see this gigantic hoard of all of this money and magic items in the center of this pile of trash. And at the top of it is a gigantic white dragon. Next to this white dragon is a small bird cage hanging from the air, and inside you see a bullywug. What would you like to do?
I would just like to say, as we're entering the room, I would actually like to do my best to just not be seen from the beginning. To hide and let everybody else walk in like normal.
Roll me a stealth check. I will roll against. I got an 18.
Can I give her guidance since we had kind of talked about a stealth plan?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, hand on shoulder, guidance.
Crazy story. I rolled a 4. I have plus 12. This is stealth. So I have 16.
Ooh, so it's going to be down
but I'm
that
going to roll
D4.
that D4 to see where we're at.
You got to get 2 or higher.
3. So,
so that's 19.
A 19.
So beyond all reason, you fade into these magical items. You dive into this treasure hoard and are unseen.
For a little flavor, as we're approaching, Kobo's gonna pull out like an old dirty watch he's found and prestidigitation it so it looks clean and kind of lay it on top with like the rest of the hoard.
Oh, Kobo, thank you so much. I would much prefer you in my army than as one of my scavengers, but it is lovely nonetheless to see you bring back a bounty. Are these donations as well, as she gestures to the group?
Perhaps one day when I've taken care of my demons, I can find a way of being in service to you. No, these were passerbys who sought counsel. I have only but the small trinket to offer.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And are you here to enlist as well as some of my scavengers?
No, not at all.
Oh, what are you here for then?
I think what he's trying to say is we're just curious as to what your your business is here? It looks so lovely.
As you start to discuss with this white dragon Efimia, the bullywug in the birdcage gets this like really annoyed look on his face and then looks over at Granny D and says,
sweetie, can you get rid of these people? I'm kind of, well, I think it's time for my 15-minute recess, so if you could please let me out of the birdcage, that would be wonderful.
Zag's gonna walk forward to the front of the party and be like, I can take him for a walk.
Yeah, yes, please. Granny D, I need to stretch my legs, my love. I know that you like me to be supervised, and, well, supervision is available. None of your scouts are around right now, but this new scout seems to be willing to take me on a walk.
Oh, you two are an item.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then Granny D kind of puts one claw up to the side of her mouth. No, he's under the effects of a love potion.
Oh.
I am utilizing his people, as well as he had a soul stone and wouldn't freely give it to me, and so this was kind of... and then she gestures her claw, and you see a soul stone attached to an engagement ring on her left finger.
Oh.
It was Granny D, right?
Yes, quite.
We met some of your guys out in the waste, Chad and a couple other friends, and they said that we probably should come talk to you.
Oh, yes. They promised to bring me back. They had found a heart stone, typically only found in, like, magical engines of magical ships, but they haven't quite returned to me yet. Pray tell, when they do come back round, I suspect if they are not with you, then they might be on, well, the battlefield.
Oh, yeah, what was it, like Bing Bong Boom or something like that?
Bada Bing and Chad, yes, that is their names. Everyone go ahead and roll me a history check.
23.
Does this have anything to do with
Ah!
stoneworking?
It has to do with soulstone. No, it does. It does. The Heartstone is what it's called.
Would I know about that?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. 10.
10? Oh. 4. Efimia, you seem to recall talking to War earlier, and War was talking about something called a Heartstone. A Heartstone is something specific to kind of artificers. A Heartstone is typically a rare and valuable crystal that is carefully chosen and crafted by skilled artificers like War, and a Heartstone is put into a magical engine, and the Heartstone, like a heart, powers the entire system. The magical energy that powers the engine would dissipate without a Heartstone, rendering it totally useless. So without the Heartstone, the other components of the engine would be unable to function, as they rely on the constant flow of magical energy provided by this Heartstone. It seems that without that Heartstone, you guys aren't able to man this ship any longer.
So I understand that we have a Heartstone.
Yes, but it seems that Bada, Bing, and Chadilli, with your history check, probably have taken it and hightailed it somewhere.
Oh.
Are Cassidy and War still at the ship?
Yes, Cassidy, War, and Avery are still at the ship.
And my mom.
Yeah.
And your mom. The myriad of NPCs have been left behind.
That's not like us.
It's so funny that you mentioned that. I wouldn't know where one of those was, but I think I might have left my purse back at the place where I flew in on Selene's back.
Yes, how did you get here, actually? Did you walk? Did you take the Rune Rail train? I hear the Rune Rail train is actually down, so that'd be peculiar.
Oh, no, they actually got one working, but
wonderful.
It went back down again.
Oh, tragic.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? Oh, that's...
Dinosaurs.
That seems plausible. It's quite unfortunate, however. I usually take one of them when I just need to get away for a while.
I know, we just wanted, to get out, and it broke down, and here we are, and...
How do you fit?
Oh, I just sit on the top. We should have a semi-gals night sometime, and we can all just chat on one of the trains. It'd be nice to get away from... what was your name again?
The Big Bonito, ma'am. The Big Bonito.
Yes, the Big Bonito. It'd be nice to get away from him, please.
All right, yeah, he seems a little needy.
not so much needy, but more like in love and willing to die on any hill for my love. So step off. Thank you.
Whoa.
Okay, so Granny D has already kind of revealed that she had one soul stone in her person?
Yeah,
or did she reveal that
she showed that she has an engagement ring, but she hasn't disclosed another one.
Okay. Zag is going to walk up. I mean, it's close until she starts to kind of, feel agitated, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know how close that would be. Going to kind of approach, and he's going to say, Granny D, that engagement ring is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to take a closer look?
Well, absolutely.
Oh, yes. And she lowers her claw towards you. This massive ring has like a tiny stone in the center, of which you recognize being a soul stone. But it's very small, but it lets off like a brilliant glow like your other soul stones.
Zag's going to say, what would it take for you to part with that stone? I could replace it with something else for your engagement ring. I wouldn't want to mess with your engagement, of course.
Yeah, actually, I gave her that stone. It was kind of a gesture of love, and it was passed down to me from generation to generation. Well, I say generation to generation. I got it from some old dude.
So not at all.
Sounds so sentimental.
It's very sentimental to me and my people. You see, I would be willing perchance to part with it momentarily if you were to, I don't know. Are you familiar with the war?
What war?
Yes, I assumed that maybe Kobo would have told you. The war between the kobolds and the goblins. The goblins are kind of, they get terrorized by this half-hag, half-demon lady. And, she has another soul stone. If you were able to retrieve that soul stone from her to give to me, then I would perchance be able to part with one momentarily before my wedding day, of course.
Wait, I thought you actually want to marry him?
No. She puts a hand up to the side of her mouth.
They're just like whispering back and forth.
We're postponing as long as possible. And, bullywugs don't live forever, am I right?
You can only hope. He seems pretty down.
We can talk more about this during our girls' night.
Exactly.
On the train.
On the train.
Are you guys going on a cruise? Never mind. Zag is going to take a second to think about all that, and he's going to say, so you're willing to part with the stone if we were to help you retrieve another one?
Yes, exactly.
Zag is going to hold up, he's going to reach his hand in his pocket, hold up in between his fingers on his hand. He's going to have the 2 soul stones that he currently possesses, cast a minor illusion, and have a third in his hand. And he's going to say, you know what kind of power these stones provide. I am in possession of multiple. I'm willing to help you, but I'm going to need the stone now. I will go and I will retrieve the stone from this demon.
Yes.
But you will not get this stone back. And I'm doing this in attempts of intimidating.
Roll me an intimidation check with advantage. Selene, roll me an investigation check as you are kind of perusing through the trash.
Efimia is definitely death glaring down Zag. Like, what the...
I got a 19.
A 19? Okay.
And I got a 4 on my investigation.
A 4. Okay. With a 4, you don't find anything. But with a... You somehow are in a heap of magic items and gold, and you're like,
trash,
there's nothing
trash,
here.
Ugly, I hate it.
This is awful.
But with a 19, I'm going to roll out in front of the table. With a 19, you successfully intimidate this dragon. She starts breathing this cold-looking fire out of her mouth, and this ice starts like rippling out of her nostrils, and she's getting very flustered, but she is kind of more intimidated by you and is thinking like maybe that this plan would work. And she says, it seems that you've caught me without any of my men around, and I'm not particular to battling this out. However, give me your, 5-step plan, if you would, on how you wish to procure this other stone from this hag before I could even trust you any further.
Who told me the locations and names of everybody who had my soul stone?
Kalen before he died.
Zag, thinking back, knowing his uncle told him before he died who was in possession of the the soul stones. He knew that Granny D had one, as well as the Big Bonito.
Yes.
Obviously, she's intimidated knowing the power of them and thinking that he has this many. He's gonna say, "You're gonna give me that soul stone on your finger. You're gonna give me the other one that you haven't shown me yet.
Oh.
I am going to go and take care of your problem. If this half-hag demon has one soul stone in her possession and I have 5, she stands no chance. I may not look like much, but with these and with my friends, there's not much she's going to be able to do to stop me. And we will take care of your problem. You know the power these possess."
Yes, of course. I find this plan actually highly permissible. Without Kobo in my ranks, our army has seemed to fall, well, flat. We've been losing to goblin after goblin. Could you imagine what?
Never.
Exactly. But
still looking intimidating.
I will pose you this. I will go along with this plan in exchange for Kobo. I require you back in my army. If you would join these 4 in obtaining this last soul stone, then I would consider this offer. If not, I mean, we could hash it out right now, if you know what I mean. And she gestures towards a ton of bullywug skulls that are also in her trash hoard.
You have found a resolution for now that has avoided any conflict, and for that I would happily join on the quest, as long as it continues to be so.
And afterwards, I assume as well, that you would, perchance join me back into my league.
I like more intensely, minor illusion magic, my music up.
I can play various roles to assist you and those who work with you.
Roll me a persuasion check, as you are kind of...
I'm essentially making it a vague agreement rather than a specific agreement.
I want to keep Kobo forever. I want to take him with us.
32!
A 32? Okay. As a dragon, I would probably say no, but with a 32, I feel like anything is possible. And so she says, well, quite. We can discuss it later, if anything. But as you wish. And she is going to hand you her engagement ring. And the Big Bonito is going to, lunge at the end of his cage and be like, "No, my lady. I thought we were in love." And then Selene, she is going to procure her other stone. It is in the pile that you are in.
Oh,
so I need you to roll me a stealth check.
I was just about to ask. I didn't want to interrupt.
So I'm going to roll a perception check in front of the table.
Can I use the guidance?
Yes, of course. Plus 13 to perception.
Okay, so she got a 26.
You have to beat it.
I would like to use inspiration. I got a 23.
A 23, okay.
So that 25.
25? So a 26 is what you needed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will silvery barbs, and I'll try to make it very casual.
Granny, wait. You're giving so much. I feel like I should offer something more concrete.
Roll me a deception check.
Apologies for using my magic to gain your attention.
23.
With a 23, you are able to subtly silvery barbs it. She rerolls and gets a 25, which means we are going to have a roll off.
Oh,
Selene.
my God.
You and me, right here, right now. 14, so you have to get a 15 or higher.
1.
So
you need a 14.
You need a 14 to win.
I don't trust these dice enough. I got a 13.
A 13?
Plus my 12, so it's 25.
25 plus your 1.
Plus the 1, 26.
Unfortunately, that's 1 too little.
It's 1 too
Is
little.
it 27?
It's supposed to be 27.
Should I use an inspiration? I just don't feel... I feel like it's going to be wasted. Okay, it's going to be wasted.
You got it.
You got this. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do to help. I don't know.
I don't think I've been looking. There's nothing I can do to help that wouldn't be seen.
Yeah, there's nothing I've got right now.
Wait, hold on. Did he silvery barbs?
He silvery barbs.
She gets advantage.
Another roll.
I got a 9. No.
I might not have enough time to do this, so totally feel free to veto. I think I already did my thing. But I could polymorph Selene into something else.
Yes, I will allow it.
So, just as she's looking over, I do the distraction and, twinkle over to the side. Poof, a little butterfly flying over in the distance.
Yes.
Dark black wings.
You turned into a spooky butterfly, so a moth. And you flutter past. I'm going to roll just a pure luck check. 10 or under, this plan fails. 11 or higher, this plan succeeds. So, with an 11, by the skin of your teeth, and thank you to Kobo for a 4th level spell, you turn into a spooky butterfly and fly away. Granny D picks up this soul gem and gives you another soul gem, Zag. So you're now up to 4 soul gems.
Dude. Point me in the direction of this demon.
Yes, well, Kobo, if you would kindly take them across the battlefield and try not to get yourselves killed. Goblins, if you will.
Staying out of trouble has been my forte over the past, well, since I've left.
Yes.
Oh, good, because we're not good at that at all.
No, we're... yes.
Yes, quite. I will see you next, I sure hope. You guys all kind of travel along through these trash hordes out of sight of Granny D and the Big Bonito. So you are able to drop concentration, and Selene, you turn back into your normal self as Kobo ends concentration on Polymorph.
Are we far enough away from... so we're far enough where she can't see us. Can Granny D hear us at all where we're at?
So the garbage actually around you is very muffling. It almost acts like soundproof foam in the way because it's like really wet garbage, like piled up. So
gross.
Yes.
Nice.
So you are basically in like a sound booth where just the 4 of you or 5 of you can hear each other.
Okay, so Efimia's gonna just put her hands out and be like, can everyone stop for a second? You know how the random Chad, Bingy, Lingy, whatever their names are, Granny D mentioned how they go looking for heartstones? We had one in our ship, and they disappeared, and we left the ship unattended.
And you would also know, Efimia, that the Heartstone is located on the outside of the ship. Like, you can access it from being outside of the ship.
Okay. They don't need to go inside to get it. They could easily get it without anyone even knowing on the ship.
We've got to make sure that's okay. We can't just leave that. And obviously we can't leave our other people that are just waiting there.
Yeah, and we also don't want to be stuck here.
I don't know, so far it's going pretty good.
And what next, Zag? What next?
I was gonna keep true to my promise. I was gonna go and go talk to this demon lady, get another stone, resolve all the problems here, and then we could just move on. We fixed everything.
I don't feel comfortable leaving Cassidy in a ship that is stuck. I mean, and of course Avery. War, that's whatever. But...
No, we need War for Sparkell.
Yeah, I know he's here. It just doesn't mean I have to like him.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
A couple of us have to go back and check on the ship, and I would like to be a part of that.
I need to find Litzy. She has my soul.
Is Litzy the half... Oh, Zag's gonna realize that Litzy is the person that they were referring to this entire time.
Well, that aligns with part of what you wanted to accomplish anyway, right? We need to stay as strong as we can in numbers. So, Efimia, I'll come with you.
Okay, but Zag, do you need my soulstone to do whatever it is you're doing? I don't know. It's just one part.
The only soulstones I'm interested in are my uncle's. I don't even know what to do with yours. Where it's Orcus's, right?
Yeah. I just don't know if it'll help. I don't know what you need.
All I want to do is, if I can get all the soulstones back together, my uncle's soul can move on.
Wait, so real quick, just to clarify, the engagement ring was Kaylin?
So Kaylin gave Granny D a soulstone a long time ago, but technically that soulstone that was the engagement ring was the Big Bonito's, who under a love potion gave it to her as an engagement ring.
Right, okay, and then she had the other one in the pile, and they were both Kaylin.
Yes,
okay.
Which Kaylin traded his soulstones for basically like parlay with these big people who weren't willing to allow the orphans that he housed, Zag included, passage through places. So he gave up parts of his soul in order to keep the children that he was traveling with safe.
Okay, I think Efimia, at least at this point, like, she knew that backstory, but that was just like, okay, Zag is getting a ton of soul stones. I guess I got one. You two can handle this? Are you going to be okay?
When have we not?
We're trying to stay strong in numbers, right? So we're going to split up?
Just for now, but we'll meet back up again.
But yeah, I think we at least need to check on our people before we get into some sort of mess and just leave them hanging with a ship that doesn't work.
We'll take care of our people, and you guys have got this, right? Hag's like an old lady, and
we're the champions of Greyhaven.
We're the champions of Greyhaven, and you saw how easy it was to take something from an old lady. It's like candy from a baby.
I know, but I feel like leaving these two unattended without a babysitter could possibly be a bad idea, but also...
Kobo! Fantastic point! I don't know much about you, Kobo. What are your thoughts on going on an adventure with our two friends, Zag and Grom?
Based on what I know, I do think they are the ones who will need the most help.
Zag is looking for the butterfly that just disappeared.
That is fantastic. I feel better already.
So we're going to meet you back at the ship?
Well, what is our meeting spot? You get the soul stones. We take care of our business, Thrycreen Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
What if we meet you there?
I think that's perfect.
At Thrycreen?
Great.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll get your mom home?
Sounds good to me. Maybe my mom would like to come. She hasn't been outside of a cell or her ship in quite a while.
You hear behind you, and Grom, your mom, is trudging through this mountain of garbage, and she's like,
Sweetie, I made you a packed lunch, and you didn't even take it. I wrote you a special note in here, and anyway...
I'll hug her.
I'll go back to the ship. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trample on your time.
Mom, we are heading into the jungle and then to Thrycreen Canyon. Do you want to come with us? Have adventure again?
Yeah, I'd love to, yeah. And if my old bones are too tired, I can always stop off at Brigaroon. Brigaroon's right before the jungle, so that'd be great. Yeah, I'll come with you.
Wonderful. We've got a great group. We'll be able to handle ourselves. Don't you guys worry.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to worry, but I think we all have our jobs to do. Selene, ready to go?
Ready.
And so you guys walk off into the sunset of this trash heap of garbage, splitting the party. I believe that is where we're going to end our session for the night. My name is Cade, the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I'm joined here by the players.
Alec playing Zag.
Mason playing Grom.
Danny playing Kobo.
Marissa playing Efimia.
And Brooklyn playing Selene.
All right, thank you so much. And we hope that you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Even before we met you guys. Me and Grom sent people there.
We should go there sometime.
Which is going to be a wasteland of dead bodies.
It could be so bad.
Everyone we've sent there is enslaved.
They're just in an indentured servitude.
Yeah, servitude. We really don't know.
Does this mean that you're evil now?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Cade will be assuming the role of Selene for the remainder of the
Hello.
That was just
This is the accent that I've chosen.
You sound like the Seinfeld belly buttons. During this weird silence, you'll see the Thorn Shadow. Like Roger Rabbit, like when he sees the lady, his eyes like you'll see the Thorn Shadow eyes just be like ooga, ooga.
Gross.
She's evil now.
Thorn's the new fit.
Oh, no!
Alex brother.
Imagine dating one of your
Alex
friend's
brother.
shadows. Just like
I'll try to give you some privacy. Wait, is he a kobold?
Kobold Sin is his name.
Kobo Koboldson. I'm a Genasi.
Darkness.
No parents.
Dead parents. Lots of money, though. Kind of makes things better.
Are these donations as well, as she gestures to the group?
Perhaps one day I will,
Yes.
Favorite NPC. That would be the quickest backstab of an NPC in the history of D&D.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie, what do you think of our new car from Carvana?
Think it can handle our busy family?
Well, we have 7 days to see. First, we can take the scenic route to the beach and stargaze through the moonroof. We'll see if your drums fit in the trunk. Then we can pick up Mommy's friends and check out that leg room. And we should really visit Grandma. She's getting up there.
That's like a whole lifetime in 7 days.
And like one busy family.
With our 7-day money-back guarantee, you can confidently shop for cars 100% online. Visit Carvana.com for all terms and conditions. We'll drive you happy at Carvana.